This is The Scoop for Tuesday.
I'm Juanita Hurtado Huérfano with the WMNF News headlines. On Friday, Representative Driskell, along with the organization Black Girls Govern, held a press conference in the Florida Capitol.
We are here because in Florida, students have been told they cannot walk across the graduation stage because of how they wore their hair. Young men have been told they could not compete in wrestling matches unless they cut their locks. And many other students have been simply told that their natural hair is a distraction.
The bill will ban discrimination based on hairstyle for K-12 public schools and state-funded private schools. It has passed in 25 states, and a similar ordinance has been enacted in Miami. Hair discrimination disproportionately impacts Black and brown communities. During the 2020-2021 school year in Florida, 2.8% of students suspended from public schools were Black students, the highest number among the metrics measured. In 5 earlier attempts, the bill was never heard in committee. Driskell hopes her partnership with Black Girls Govern and local students will change that. The bill is currently in the House Education Administration Subcommittee, but it has not been scheduled for a hearing. A proposal advanced through a State House committee yesterday will, among other things, transfer the University of South Florida Sarasota Manatee to New College. But WMNF's Chris Young reports the bill raised some concerns from Democrats.
The bill would transfer facilities and properties from the USF Sarasota Manatee campus to New College. But it would also mean that the school's debt would be taken over by New College. The bill's presenter said that's about $53 million. Democratic Representative Darrell Campbell joined others in questioning the move.
If this were a private transaction, the board would be sued for breach of duty before the ink dried.
Various representatives cited a report from the state's Doge department showing New College had the highest spending per student out of all state universities. Democratic Representative Ana Escamani questioned whether New College could properly serve students.
New College at this point is really more of a conservative experiment. It's not necessarily shifting itself to meet the workforce needs like we see all of our other universities shift towards.
The legislation would also allow university boards to set out-of-state fees for students. The bill passed the committee 9-4. Chris Young, WMNF News.
The Florida Phoenix reports a committee within Florida's House approved a measure for the Department of Corrections to appropriate $250 million. This money will go into developing new and existing prisons through 2067. The move comes as the state expects the prison population to continue growing in the coming decades. The House's budget proposal included $127 million for the planning and design of a new facility. The building will hold 4,800 prisoners and a 600-bed hospital. The possible location is still unknown. The Florida House also advanced a proposal to add more nuclear energy to the state's power supply. The bill is sponsored by Representative Monique Miller and the Florida Public Service. It will require state agencies to develop certifications for laboratories using nuclear materials for research and testing. Supporters argue this proposal promotes safety, employment, and reduces cost from traditional nuclear power. According to the Florida Phoenix, this technology has not been implemented in the U.S. The proposal passed unanimously. The number of petitions challenging immigration in federal courts is increasing. These are known as habeas corpus petitions. They allow U.S. citizens and immigrants to ask whether their detention was lawful. Before, it was an uncommon procedure. Now, it is the method most immigration attorneys use to get their clients released from ICE custody. ProPublica reports habeas petitions filed in the first 13 months of the second Trump administration are over 18,000. Florida alone has recorded 912 cases since January 2025. Today, it will be cloudy with afternoon highs in the 80s. Tonight, it will be clear with lows in the 60s. And tomorrow, it will be warm, nearing low 80s. I'm Juanita Hurtado Huérfano with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.